Hello, and welcome to Illinois OSHA 101 for Fire Departments. This is the first lesson in a three-part series, and today we're going to simply introduce you to Illinois OSHA and the Illinois Department of Labor. The Illinois Department of Labor is a relatively small state agency with only about 100 employees. The department has several divisions, one of which is the Occupational Safety and Health Division, otherwise known as Illinois OSHA. We have three offices, one in Chicago, the main office in Springfield, and a Southern Illinois office in Marion. Illinois OSHA is led by a division manager. In Illinois, federal OSHA enforces health and safety regulations on private employers and the federal government, while Illinois OSHA enforces health and safety standards on local and state governments. There are two areas within Illinois OSHA. One is enforcement, and the other is consultation. We operate as an authorized state plan, meaning we have to be at least as effective as federal OSHA. As a result, the enforcement program receives 50% federal funding, and the consultation program receives 90% federal funding. Employers with 250 employees or less can participate in Illinois OSHA's consultation program. The program is completely voluntary and confidential. You'll receive an on-site visit by an Illinois OSHA health or safety consultant. After the visit, any items that are deemed serious will need to be corrected. Employers with exemplary health and safety programs have the opportunity to achieve SHARP status and receive an exemption from Illinois OSHA program planned inspections. For more information on the consultation program, check out our website. Enforcement is further divided into two regions, one north and one south. Each area has an enforcement manager and a team of inspectors and industrial hygienists that perform enforcement activities. So, what do we do? It is our mission to ensure safe and healthy working conditions. We do that through enforcing standards, providing training, as well as outreach and education. As previously mentioned, we only enforce within the public sector, excluding the federal government. That means state employers such as the state police, IDOT, IEMA, and the Department of Corrections. That also includes state universities. We also cover county employers such as county highway departments and health departments. We cover local government such as villages, cities, and townships. And we also cover special districts like fire protection districts, libraries, and community colleges. Why do we do it? The answer is quite simple. We do it so public employees can go home to their families safe and healthy. That is the main motivation of the men and women of Illinois OSHA. What standards do we enforce? The Federal Occupational Safety and Health Act was signed by President Richard Nixon in 1970. Illinois has adopted the same standards that federal OSHA uses to enforce health and safety laws in the private sector. For fire departments, almost all citations come from 29 CFR Part 1910 General Industry Standards. There are a variety of ways you may encounter an inspector with Illinois OSHA enforcement, and we'll go over those right now. The state of Illinois has more units of government than any other state in the country. We may only touch one of over 7,000 units of government once every 5 to 10 years. As a result, we have to focus our resources on the most hazardous public occupations and workplaces. And yes, local fire protection has been identified as one of those hazardous occupations. Our program planned inspection lists are randomly generated. We can't simply decide we want to go inspect a certain fire department because we want to. Another way you may encounter Illinois OSHA is as a result of a complaint, either as an employer receiving the complaint or as an employee submitting one. Employees have the right to file a confidential complaint for alleged health and safety violations in their workplace. They can do so online at osha.illinois.gov. The complaint could be handled informally, or it could result in an inspection. It alternatively could be referred to another agency. For the informal process, an enforcement manager will often draft a letter to send to the employer notifying them of the alleged violations. And these are indeed alleged violations. The employer will then have a certain number of days to respond to that letter. If the letter and the response is satisfactory, the inquiry may be closed, and the complainant will receive a notice of that situation. If the employer does not respond adequately or fails to respond, an enforcement manager could assign an inspector to perform an on-site inspection of the premises. This inspection will be a partial scope inspection specific to the complaint. You may also be contacted by Illinois OSHA as a result of a referral. The referral could be from federal OSHA, it could be from the media, or perhaps from another government organization. Additionally, it could be a self-referral from an Illinois OSHA inspector that observes a violation. It could be handled informally, or it may result in an inspection similar to the process described in the previous slide for a complaint. An example of a self-referral from an Illinois OSHA inspector could be, he's on his way to an inspection and he drives through your town. He observes a fire department conducting an acquired structure burn and observes members not wearing appropriate personal protective equipment. The inspector could stop and initiate an inspection based on that violation. Illinois OSHA also takes action on any imminent danger type of situation. This is a condition that could result in death or serious physical harm to an employee. These situations are time sensitive and addressed swiftly by Illinois OSHA up to and including a temporary restraining order issued by a circuit court. Illinois OSHA also investigates occupational fatalities and severe injuries. In most cases, this will result in an inspection. You're also required to report all fatalities and severe injuries. We'll go over reporting requirements next. This infographic available on our website covers employer reporting requirements. If there was a workplace fatality, you must report this to Illinois OSHA within 8 hours. If an employee was admitted to the hospital, if there was an amputation, or if an employee lost an eye, you're required to report to Illinois OSHA within 24 hours. You can do so by calling 217-782-7860. This is a 24-hour number. Thanks for sticking with us through Lesson 1, an introduction to Illinois OSHA and the Illinois Department of Labor. I hope you'll join us for the next couple sessions on inspections and compliance. If you have any questions, please email us at dol.safety@illinois.gov. You're also welcome to call us at our Springfield office at 217-782-9386. Or you can check us out at osha.illinois.gov. Thanks again, and stay safe.